Hello, how are you today? I'm glad to come your way once again to share with you a few thoughts that I believe will help to make your relationship, whether as a single or as a married person, to be better. Today, I want to talk about the need for balance. I want to talk about the need for balance. When your relationship does not have a balance between certain things and certain areas or virtues or values that have a lot to do with your relationship, then your relationship is going to be lopsided. It's going to be bent to one side. And over time, it could just make your relationship to crumble. It could make your marriage to become sour. It can make your marriage to become burdensome, can make your marriage to be full of crises, complaining, murmuring, and all the like. I strongly believe that there is the need for balance between certain virtues and values and practices or principles or philosophies, whatever language you want to call them. But I'm talking about the need for balance. And I'm going to talk about a few things that need balance. Number one is there is need for balance between provision and attention. There's need for balance between provision and attention. In a lot of relationships, the men are so committed to provision, but whereas they begin to fail in the area of giving attention. Why a lot of fathers think that provision is very important. They don't want their family to be hungry. They don't want their spouse to be looking tattered. They don't want their children to be neglected and so on and so forth. And so they put in a lot of effort into their career, into their business, into their trade to make money so that they could provide for the needs and challenges and welfare, upkeep and whatsoever of the family. That's so good. That's so wonderful. That's so kind of you. And it is my prayer that God will continue to bless you as you put in such effort to provide for your family. But there is need for you to balance your commitment to provision with your responsibility for attention. It is also your responsibility to give attention to your wife, to your children. It is important that as a man or as a woman that you balance your commitment in the area of provision with your responsibility or your duty of giving attention. It is through attention that you begin to notice things and issues about your spouse, whether your spouse is beginning to grow gray hair, whether your spouse is looking good or not, whether your spouse is happy or not, whether your spouse is flowing in the relationship, enjoying the relationship or not. You must pay attention. Attention requires your caring. Your attention requires your being there. Attention requires togetherness. Attention also requires your sharing with one another, spending quality time together. So there is the need for balance between attention and provision, or provision and attention. So if as a woman you are so into asking from your spouse for provision, then you may drive him so much into his career, into his business, to the point that he has no time for you anymore. And at the same time, as a man, if you think that provision is all of it, then you're getting it all wrong. Women require, yes, your provision, but I think much more your attention. And in the same vein, as a woman that your husband or your spouse, your fiancé, whatever you call him, your lover, is giving provision to, you must also know that he also needs your attention. As a woman, you need to know that a man doesn't just need your food, your good looks, and so on and so forth. He also needs your attention. He needs a shoulder to lean on. He needs your tender, loving care. He needs your presence. He needs you to be there. He needs you to stroke his hair. He needs you to stroke his ego. And your attention is also very paramount for your relationship, whether as a man or as a woman. So, dearly beloved, I speak to you today, sharing with you the need for balance. Now, this is just part one of the whole discuss, the need for attention between, for balance between provision and attention. So please, until I come your way again, do well to subscribe, share this video, like it, make your comment. We'll talk more about this next week. God bless you. Shalom. Bye-bye.